As a chef, every year in the lead up to Valentine's Day, I'm asked if there's a connection between food and passion. Now, it seems that people really want to know whether or not there's a specific culinary formula that can spice up your love life.
To us.
So I set out to try and create a specially designed menu.
How do you do it?
That would actually affect how people in a relationship feel about each other.
Oh my word, look at that.
With the help of a team of experts, I've been delving into the world of science.
The pain's now starting to get deeper.
Good.
And psychology.
Is that close enough for you?
I really want to know how you did it, but I don't.
To create a multi-sensory Valentine's meal.
What the heck? Oh my God!
Which I'll be serving to 5 couples. To see if there really is a recipe for romance.
Inappropriate.
I'm feeling very romantic.
Valentine's Day, the most loved up day of the year, when around 8 million couples in the UK celebrate with a romantic meal. But this year, I'm hoping to push the passion to a whole new level.
After months and months of research, I've invited 5 couples here to the restaurant that's been voted the most romantic in London to give them a Valentine's dinner that I hope they'll never forget.
Joining me at the restaurant are 5 couples in very different stages of their relationships.
I think we're probably in the comfort zone, very much nesting. We would probably prefer to put our onesies on and watch a film in front of the telly, really, wouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
It's lovely.
Exciting.
I think the romance in our relationship has really been affected by having a baby. I'd like a little bit more effort. Yeah?
Yeah.
What did I think when I first saw Janine?
And what you thought?
What did I think?
You thought that I was an angel?
I did actually.
You thought I was an angel?
Yeah, when we first got together, it was more, you know, kind of drunken fling kind of thing. And we have broken up a few times, but it's only ever been, you know, a couple of weeks or something.
We first met at school when we were 14 and a half years old, and she was not the slimmest of girls. I'm just saying. Look at all the flowers. Very beautiful.
I want to test whether my specially designed meal will make a genuine difference to the way the couples feel about each other. So before arriving at the restaurant, they all rated their relationships using Sternberg's triangular theory of love, which is based on 3 key components: intimacy, commitment, and passion. And they're going to score again at the end of the night.
Everything is just about ready. Months of work culminating in this dinner.
To get them in the mood for love, I've customised the room with romantic cliches, twinkling fairy lights, poetry,
The rose is red, the violet's blue, honey's sweet, and so are you.
and flashes of red, the colour most associated with love and passion.
This would be a nice wedding setup, this.
And no Valentine's would be complete without one of the most iconic symbols of romance, red roses.
Oh my God. Wow.
Hello, thank you.
Ooh, that smells
But these are no ordinary roses.
What are these little dangly things here?
Hidden in the bouquets is the aperitif to get my meal started.
So here is a Cupid's cocktail.
This rosehead is a frozen strawberry concentrate concealed in the real flowers. And hanging in the tropical Venus vases is some champagne to mix it with.
Ah,
Oh my God.
wow. Okay.
I'm hoping that tonight's dinner will have a positive impact on all 5 couples, but I might just have my work cut out.
There's the sugar rose.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Oh, that's stunning.
After 25 years of marriage, Philip isn't quite the Casanova he once was.
As the years have gone on, Philip has been less romantic, I must say. This year for my birthday, I had a VHS recording of The Fugitive from the petrol station bargain bucket.
It's very hard to buy for her. She thinks she's easy to buy for. She's not.
You know how much I love champagne. This is brilliant.
New parents Tom and Lumi have been struggling to balance each other's needs.
I am very tactile and Lumi is less so.
I don't really like being touched. I mean, I don't mind, but Tom really enjoys that.
So what's your ideal romance, Greg?
Get you pissed.
On and off couple Greg and Viddy are at make or break point in their relationship.
Choose that.
It's very difficult for me to sort of say it's a serious, committed relationship.
We're kind of at a crossroads where it's, you know, either we're going to just be friends as we were before, or we're going to actually make a real go of it. Well, you're looking beautiful, darling.
Thank you very much. I look too bad yourself.
Scrub up all right, eh?
Joining me to see what effect my meal has on my diners are the team of experts who helped me to research my menu. Neuroscientist Professor Francis McGlone, evolutionary psychologist Professor Robin Dunbar, and there's one more specialist that I recruited for my team.
I knew that psychology was going to play a really important role. So as part of my research, I arranged to meet a master of mind manipulation, Chris Cox.
Chris is an award-winning mind and memory expert and a specialist in the power of suggestion. I'd heard that one of his specialities was in triggering memories.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, you?
Good. And he'd agreed to show me just how powerful it could be.
So Chris, you've got this reputation for being the mind reader who can't read minds.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I use various techniques to make people think that I know what they're thinking. I'm going to try some stuff with you. I'm going to get you to do a drawing.
Yeah.
First, I had to think of a memory.
Think back to that memory.
Okay.
And focus on that memory and see yourself. Okay, you're seeing yourself as a younger person here.
Yes.
Yeah, as a child?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and draw your image. So you're done?
Yes.
Right, and there's no way anyone's seen what you've drawn or could know at this point what you've drawn.
No.
But you could have drawn anything.
Yes, I could have done.
And you drew one thing. Do you want to show me what you drew? It's a hot air balloon.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to get close here. That close enough for you?
How the hell did you do that? Because I drew this air balloon for some reason. I grew up in the 70s. There's an advert
Yeah.
for this really processed, super light bread. And there was a woman in a hot air balloon, and the idea of this bread was so light
Yeah,
you could
it would take off. Yeah. This is an impossibility in theory, yet there was something in your memory that stirred. And there's a way I can possibly get at those memories.
Chris wouldn't reveal everything about the trick, but he was willing to explain how he'd used the power of suggestion.
So what I've done there is some verbal priming on you.
Yeah.
And I've also done some visual priming on you. This room is full of eclectic things, but one thing stands out, and so if you want to just look over there, the way you looked as you came into the room.
I didn't even notice that.
There's so much you can take from this. There are things about people's memories and where their thoughts are coming from, and if you can try and do something which will pull that memory back into their mind, be it a smell or a taste or some words or something they see,
Yes.
then that, I think, is a very powerful thing.
Having worked with smell and memory for years, I had an idea how I could use it in my meal.
So do you think that with with these couples, we could just give them a smell every time they had a romantic moment? If it was an atomizer or something, they had a little spray.
That's perfect. That would work because those smells are always going to link back to those happy times and those memories and those feelings.
With that in mind, over the last few weeks, I've had my guests do a little homework.
So my couples have all been given one of these. It's a chocolate and fig spritz.
And in the build-up to tonight, every time they had a romantic moment together, they were asked to spray some of this in the air.
Now I'm about to release the same smell into the dining room.
And the scent should trigger those romantic memories. Chris and I will be watching from the observation room to see if it has any effect.
That smell will now be lodged somewhere in their minds. So when that smell's released in the room, all those romantic thoughts, those romantic moments will all hopefully come together as one. As soon as they smell it, they'll recognise it and remember that.
Yes.
Hidden inside each bouquet of flowers is a mixture of dry ice and the chocolate and fig scent. When the flowers are watered, the scented smoke is released into the room.
Oh, can you smell that? Does that smell familiar?
That's so nice. Oh, lovely.
Beautiful, stunning. It makes me go woozy.
So Paul and Reese, apparently in a bit of a comfort zone.
Yeah.
Pyjamas and DVDs on the sofa. Her body language is looking pretty good to me.
Yeah.
She's communicating well, they're smiling.
I'm feeling very romantic.
So my darling.
But the smell seems to have had the biggest effect on Philip.
Truthfully, that chocolate aroma got me quite in the mood. So if you want to get me going...
the woods. What?
No, I'm saying if you did...
If I want to get you going.
If you did, then you just have to get some hot chocolate brewing on the fire.
The spritz smelt a bit like rancid fat to me, I'm afraid. My husband liked it, and he carried it around, and every now and again he'd get the spritzer out and spray it. In fact, it's here tonight. It's following me like a bad smell.
So the scented smoke didn't do it for Jackie, but will my first course raise the romance in the room?
Everything here is an aphrodisiac. Oh, that one, just brandy.
I've been trying to find out if there's any way of creating a recipe for romance. And tonight, after months of work, I've invited 5 couples to a restaurant in London to put my specially designed menu to the test. I'm about to send in my first course, which I'm hoping will have a big impact on my diners. So when researching the recipe for romance, well, I couldn't ignore aphrodisiacs. However, there's very little scientific evidence to show that aphrodisiacs induce intimacy, passion, love or romance. So I decided to look into history for inspiration for my starter. The 17th century was a time of great scientific discovery and a period when traditional ideas about aphrodisiacs were starting to change. To find out more, I arranged to meet with Dr. Jennifer Evans,
Hi, nice to meet you.
an expert in the aphrodisiacs of early modern England.
Aphrodisiacs actually have a really long history. My favourite one that no longer functions as an aphrodisiac is something that was known as windy meats. Peas, beans, nuts and chickpeas, as we can see here, were all thought to give the body added wind because the way they understood the male reproductive organs was that they needed to be filled with wind to grow hard.
What on earth can be sexy about flatulence?
Another very popular group of aphrodisiacs was to consume animal genitalia, particularly from animals that were thought to be very potent and virile.
Recognise those ones. Well, not personally, but you know what I mean.
A very well-known aphrodisiac throughout history, I think, is oysters. They were well known in the 17th century, mentioned by medical writers quite often. It's really about their salty nature. They believed that salt caused sexual desire and fertility.
Do you think chocolate worked?
It's very luxurious, and it always seems to have had this association with sex and as being an aphrodisiac.
Despite the fact that none of these foods have been scientifically proven to raise arousal levels, after hundreds of years, many people still buy into the myth. If people eat a food and believe it's going to have an aphrodisiac effect, then maybe it does. It's the placebo effect, and that's what I want to follow up on. I headed to my experimental kitchen with a plan to use 2 classic aphrodisiacs as inspiration for my starter. The first is chocolate, which is an ingredient I intend to use in every course. It has that sensual feeling as it melts in the mouth, one of the reasons why some people consider it an aphrodisiac. So as part of my starter, I want to serve a scallop and chocolate dish that would melt my diners' hearts. The hearts in this case are moulded out of white chocolate and chicken fat, and then sprayed a velvety Valentine's red. And because clichés are clichés for a reason, I want the couples to bring to life the ultimate romantic metaphor by melting each other's hearts using a hot mussel veloute. As that heart melts, it will then mix with the sauce and form a new sauce and reveal the scallops underneath. And I'm continuing the seafood theme for the second part of my aphrodisiac-inspired starter. Based on what I've learned about aphrodisiacs in history, there's a really strong link between aphrodisiacs and the sea. So I thought, who better to inspire my aphrodisiac starter than the goddess of love herself? So I came up with my Aphrodite's oyster. So I found this slightly unconventional oyster shell, and I want to put inside it an even more unconventional pearl. So first off, we're going to make the centre of the pearl itself, and for that we're using a caviar sorbet, which has got, amongst other things, caviar and some squid ink, just to help kind of reinforce that black colour. To that, I'm going to add a fairly generous spoonful of caviar. So now, to form the shape of the pearls, I'm using a rubberised spherical mould. Next stage is to freeze them with some good old liquid nitrogen. So now we've got a nice sphere, but it doesn't kind of look like a pearl. So now I'm going to dip this in this fish veloute with some shimmer powder added, so it's going to look like a pearl. Oh, that's the theory. So there's the finished pearl. So the idea is that when the couples bite into it, it'll explode with this wonderful, decadent caviar filling, like this. It's a kind of, you know, pearl is a surprise in an oyster. This is a double surprise whammy. It's a surprise inside a surprise. The pearl will be resting on the same seafood sauce used to melt the hearts. And eating it is going to be a rather intimate affair. Open wide. Ooh. Beautiful. So my first course is the Melt My Heart starter with Aphrodite's oyster. A white chocolate heart which melts as the rich mussel veloute is poured over it. Hidden inside are succulent scallops and sea vegetables. Accompanied by an oyster pearl filled with caviar and resting on a whipped seafood bisque. It's time to serve my aphrodisiac-inspired starter. Could it have the power to change the way my diners are feeling? It's really important for this to have the effect we want it to, because this kind of sets the tone, it kicks the dinner off. You've got this beautiful heart, then the metaphor when they pour the sauces over each other's heart to melt their hearts, and then you've got the oyster, and they're going to feed each other. So that interaction, hopefully, is going to start this bonding process and really kind of up the ante for the rest of the meal. This starter is all about the power of suggestion.
Oh, thank you.
If my diners believe in aphrodisiacs,
wow,
then it should have the desired effect.
Gosh.
And Mind Master Chris Cox is feeling positive.
You've got your heart, you've got your pearl, you've got your oyster.
Yeah.
All of those little romantic cliches will just all start to sort of percolate in their brain a little bit.
Well, it's aphrodisiac, isn't it?
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
That's amazing.
That's so good.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Get your lips around that.
Feeding each other is an intimate act.
How do you do it?
Something that doesn't come easily to new mum Lumi.
You're going to have to open your mouth.
I think that embarrassment with romantic interaction is probably indicative of where they are in a relationship.
Philip, you melt my heart.
Oh, thank you. Do I? Do I still?
She picked up on the metaphor and said, "You melt my heart."
Oh my God, that is amazing.
It's white chocolate. That's so bizarre.
Is it?
Oh my God, it is, yeah.
This started amazing. They've had so much fun feeding each other with the metaphor of melting each other's heart, and they're really all connecting.
Do you think it's an aphrodisiac?
I think everything here is an aphrodisiac. Oh, that one, just brandy. To us.
So all our couples are certainly looking more loved up. There's a lot more physical contact going on.
Cool, yeah.
It was a bit of a sloppy mess.
Was it a bit fishy?
My starter has helped to create a flirtatious atmosphere in the room, But in the next part of my meal, I want to increase the intensity between my couples. There's some debate over the actual origins of Valentine's Day. Now, some historians believe that it has its roots in the Roman period, and in particular, a festival called Lupercalia. The men strip naked and cut whips from the skins of the sacrificial animals and would then run around spanking any young maidens who came near them. Ouch. That sounds painful, which leads me to my next course. Research has shown that there are interesting links between pain and pleasure in the brain. But I wanted to know if there was a way of harnessing this neurological connection to cause bonding in my couples. To find out more, I had arranged to meet Professor Francis McGlone, one of the country's leading neuroscientists and an expert in the field of pain. What have you got in store for me?
One of the classic experimental ways of inducing pain is this, the cold pressor test.
Cold pressor. Okay,
Yep.
so it's an ice bath.
It's basically an ice bath,
Yep.
and immerse your hand.
When we experience pain, our nervous system releases chemicals known as endorphins. The pain's now starting to get deeper, and there's more of a burning sensation.
That's good.
It's rather uncomfortable.
Well, your pulse rate is going up with your pain rate.
As well as helping to reduce the pain, the endorphins can bring about a feeling of euphoria. When the pain starts to subside, there is a feeling of relief, and our senses may feel more alert and attentive. There's a point where it just starts to drop, and now there's a relief coming.
Yeah. The relief from pain is highly rewarding. Some people get quite ramped up by that relationship between pain and pleasure.
But could pain really be used in a romantic setting? Professor McGlone had agreed to help me run an experiment to examine the effects of shared pain on human bonding. Right, ready? I think we're ready for him. Cool. First, we invited a group of 4 strangers to share a plate of ordinary strawberries whilst we observed their behaviour. This group would experience no pain at all. The results were much to be expected.
So they're exchanging a lot of factual information at the moment, aren't they? What do you do? How old are you?
And you're doing politics?
Yeah, and international relations.
It's formal, but polite. Well, there's certainly a mute group.
Then it was time to run the same experiment with 4 new strangers, but this time with one crucial difference. They would be sharing a delicacy which had a hidden, painful shock. Hence, my special chili chocolate strawberries. Initially, it was the same uncomfortable group interaction, but not for long. Okay, so here we go.
The delicacies. Oh, I think we're heading home.
It's got a little more bite than...
They're all ready.
His eyes are watering. They seem to be, in a way, a lot more connected.
Compared to all the other places when I was travelling around.
They're in a far easier social situation now. You can see they're talking quite personally to each other. Get the sense they're getting closer.
And when I was in Mexico, the Mexican food was different.
Whereabouts in Mexico were you?
How you doing? So, firstly, thank you. Secondly, I apologise. Did you feel that the shared chili experience somehow bonded you?
Definitely.
Because that was the one thing that brought us together.
Something about laughing together is really communal and really bonding. Yeah. So definitely felt more bonded.
My strawberry experiment had shown that to help my couples bond, I was going to have to recreate that same painful shock in my menu. And back at the experimental kitchen, I developed a plan for a 2-part pain and pleasure main. So I'm basing my main course on the original lovers, Adam and Eve, and the Garden of Eden. And the painful bit is going to be hidden in the forbidden fruit. My plan was to create an apple from a confit pigeon leg with a super hot, spicy skin. But how much pain should I cause my diners? So we've got to try and work out just how hot to go to deliver enough of a hit to get them to bond without completely killing them.
I know. Okay.
First up is a base chili sauce.
How much have you gone for?
Bit of a kick, but it needs to go hotter. Next, it's a mix of the hot sauce, Scotch bonnet chilli, and a dash of Tabasco.
It's got a bit of a sweat on.
Okay, this is it. This last one is called Dab Bomb. It's one of the hottest sauces on the planet. We were advised it's that hot, but this is just a little toothpick smear. Been prepared.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, here you go, my glasses. Now my lips are burning.
These poor people might not feel their tongues.
Your lips.
Can't speak.
You've got water coming from your lips. So have I. So that's definitely too hot. I think that will just kill any romance dead. I think somewhere between here and here. I now knew how hot we needed to go, but for the science to work, the pain needed to be not just immediate, but shocking. They mustn't suspect a thing. So I've got to make the apple look kind of irresistible. They can't help but pluck it from the tree and eat it. So for the actual shape of the apple itself, I was using some semi-spherical moulds. I'm filling these with pigeon rillette, which is then frozen to give me a basic shape. You end up with a nice sphere. It doesn't yet look like an apple. So next it's shaped, dipped into liquid nitrogen to help it set, and then into the red chili gel to give it a painful, spicy skin. So here it is, the forbidden fruit, the apple. So next on the menu, the first part of my Garden of Eden main, the forbidden fruit. A pigeon rillette apple which looks innocent, but that's coated in a super hot chili skin. But there's just one thing missing from my Garden of Eden. A live snake. Like pain, fear heightens the senses and raises the feeling of alertness in the body, so this next course should feel more intense. But this is extreme, even by my standards. I have to say, there's times you think all the things you do in the restaurant, and then you get an opportunity to do something like this. But if I was a diner, what the hell would I think of this?
I thought that, have like a model snake or something, but it was real.
5 specially invited couples are halfway through my bespoke romantic feast, which I hope will have a positive effect on their relationships. Up next, it's the first part of my Garden of Eden main, the forbidden fruit, which consists of a red-hot chili apple and a live snake. I've been joined in the observation room by neuroscientist and pain expert, Professor McGlone.
Oh, wow. What the heck? No.
Oh my God. Tom, take it easy, okay?
Oh, he's picked it up. I couldn't believe it was real. I thought that, have like a model snake or something, but it was real.
Tom, please stop. No, Tom, calm down, okay?
In this part of the meal, I'm particularly interested in the dynamic between my on and off couple, Greg and Viddy. I know that she hates snakes, so this is his chance to be a knight in shining armour.
She still looks terrified, but Greg leant across and reassured her.
Yeah.
To try and relax and calm her down.
I don't think he realised that I get freaked out by snakes to that extent, so yeah, he was really supportive.
I tried to shoo it away, but at the same time there was a little kid in me that was going come on, come a little bit closer to see what she's going to do.
That's the fear. Now, the pain.
To us?
Wow.
Whoa! That's super hot.
You see this pain kicking off now? Now, what that shared pain experience is going to be doing is building a bridge between the people that are sharing that pain. So if you see somebody else suffering, you want to help, you want to be empathic with the person that you're observing in pain.
Oh,
Is it too hot?
very hot.
Oh, I was next.
Oh my God, can someone get that snake?
So this is liven the whole room up, as you see. In a sense, we're priming neurophysiologically here. We're upping endorphin levels. So the chili will have started that process. The fear will have started that process.
Yeah. Endorphins may be going through the roof, but I don't think everyone is feeling the love.
And how does that make you feel romantically? Is chili passionate?
No, it's making my gum burn.
Their mouths may be burning, but there is method to my madness, which will become clear with the second part of my Garden of Eden main course, the Bird of Paradise. An Anjou pigeon breast covered in fragrant edible flowers with a truffled potato puree, and hidden under the pigeon a luxurious chocolate blood pudding that will feel smooth and sensual in the mouth. Guys, you can take, please. Experiments have shown that after pain, the senses can be heightened, which means that pleasurable tastes are experienced with more intensity. The last dish was a bit of a sucker punch, and now this dish is just going to kind of be like a big warm blanket, soft and fragrant and romantic dish.
Oh, wow, thank you. Wow.
Now they've bonded over the pain, I want the relief and intensity of the pleasure to draw my couples even closer.
Wow. That pigeon.
It's like an orgasmic mouth, isn't it?
Is that what you're having?
The pain and pleasure combo looks like it's had an immediate effect on the comfort zone couple Paul and Reese.
So Paul and Reese are having quite frequent tactile interlude.
I think maybe pyjamas on the sofa and DVDs might be a thing in the past.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Thanks for getting me.
That's all right.
And even commitment phobe Greg might have turned a corner.
It's been really nice spending more time with you than normal. Maybe we should do it more often. Let's see where it goes. Take it a bit more seriously, maybe.
Well, that's up to you.
Oh, she has put the ball back in his court.
It'd be nice to go to the next stage, but I'm not feeling like I need to have kids or anything, you know what I mean?
I don't think I'm ready for that yet, Greg.
The romance in the dining room really seems to have cranked up a notch or two. Now, I think it's time to send in my secret weapon, which I'm calling the scent of a man.
As part of my research, I wanted to see what role personal scent plays in attraction. It is claimed that the famous Lothario Casanova used to wipe his handkerchief over his body parts and then place it in his top pocket to help him entice women. To find out more about the power of scent, I had arranged to meet with Professor Robin Dunbar, an award-winning evolutionary psychologist. Okay, Robin, so why would we be attracted by smell? What would the purpose of that be?
For us, your taste and smell are really dependent on a set of genes which determine your immune system. So from your smell, I can tell, how similar your immune system is to mine. And with the immune system genes, you want to be completely different because then you mix sort of two different sort of sets of resistances to diseases for your offspring.
So there is an argument for that phrase, love at first sight, to be changed to love at first smell.
Absolutely, yes, it is about smell.
Inspired by my meeting with Professor Dunbar, I wondered if I could capture the personal primal scent of my diners and use it to try and trigger an intimate response in their partners. So I enlisted the help of a team of chemists to extract the unique odours of my male diners. Tonight, I'm infusing the individual napkins with the different personal scents of the men in the room, and there's one thing I have to get right. I've just got to be careful and make sure they send the right napkin to the right partner. My guests are being told it's a scented napkin.
Scented napkins for you to smell.
Thank you. They have no idea it's actually the personal scent of their partner. Professor Robin Dunbar has joined me to see if the napkins are a success.
I think that's your... Is it your aftershave?
So apparently Paul so loved Reese's smell to keep his scarf.
Did he? My goodness. Well, there you go. I mean, that just shows how important scent is in our lives. A very nice example of that, actually, is Greek dancing, where the guys dance in a row as well. Traditionally, they'll pull handkerchiefs through under their armpits and wave them in front of the girls. Of course, they all swoon.
I just like your smell, that's why.
Oh, I like yours, baby.
When I smelt the napkin, it was quite exciting. It was like, oh, who is this? It was quite mysterious, actually. It was quite fun.
The napkins have been a big success, and things just keep getting better.
Ears of corn.
Yeah.
On each of the couple's tables is a subtle reminder of one of their most romantic memories.
Am I scared?
Jackie and Philip have corn stalks on the table to remind them of a romantic holiday when they were younger.
Can't believe we've got corn on the table.
I know. That is so lovely for me.
Do you remember on the aeroplane flight back from Cornstalks? From New Orleans? We were talking in the aeroplane and talking and looking into each other's eyes.
We both said, if it all ended here,
Yeah.
it was worth it.
Do you know, I think the magic is actually working on them. It really is.
I'm getting a lot of eye contact that I don't normally get. Can't believe it. I don't know why. Something's happening. It's nice. It's a good feeling.
I think his blue eyes are really twinkly tonight, which is always something I've loved about him. And I think the food and the setting making his eyes really twinkle.
The Pain and Pleasure main has been an amazing success, and there's still one last course to come.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
You need to know that you are amazing.
This Valentine's, I invited 5 couples to a dinner that had been specially designed for romance, and so far I've been thrilled with the results. There's only one course left on the menu tonight, and this is the climax to my meal. So one of the main kind of backbones and driving forces and inspirations for my cooking over the years has been the senses. Now, even the sense of sound can have a major impact on the way we appreciate our food. Everybody knows that certain eating noises can be a real turn-off. But I wanted to look at the opposite. Is there a way of discovering which food sounds are the most pleasurable? So I set up an experiment to find out. Thanks for agreeing to do this. It's basically, this is a sound experiment. My volunteers were going to listen to a series of different foods being eaten and then give a rating of how pleasurable they found each sound. Oliver Joseph is a physicist, and he was there to help me monitor the frequency of the different sounds.
I hate that sound.
That was horrid. That actually made me feel sick.
I really like that. Bit of a turn on, actually. That was just like a murder scene. It was horrific.
We tested a wide variety of eating sounds, and there were some interesting results. Okay, so we had some pretty strong reactions.
There were indeed, and actually our participants were quite consistent in which sounds they had strong reactions to and which were rather more neutral. This was the scraping the plate, and everyone hated that.
High-frequency sounds can be unpleasant as they remind our primal senses of a distress signal. But what about sounds that we find pleasant?
One of the sounds that the subjects consistently light was the popping candy.
Yeah.
And let's just listen to that and have a look on the spectrogram here. Now that's sort of rhythmic in some sort of comforting way, maybe a bit musical. And of course it's being done by a mouth, and so it's something a little like singing.
The experiment showed that the sound of popping candy was considered one of the most pleasurable. And back at my experimental kitchen, I had plans for the perfect dish to use it in.
I've chosen the fig as inspiration for the dessert. The Greeks had the fig as a symbol of fertility, and apparently it was Cleopatra's favourite fruit. But this fig is going to be unlike any other.
In this dessert, I wanted to use the sound of the popping candy in two ways. Firstly, so that the fig erupts and crackles before my diners have even taken a bite.
When you pour liquid onto this popping candy, it'll crackle like this. So it's quite lively. So this is going to be the centre of the fig, and then inside we're going to put the popping candy. What we're going to do is build the heart of the fig around this chocolate mould.
In the body of the fig, I'm using cherry compote, grapefruit cells and more popping candy, this time coated in chocolate.
And then the diners, they'll start eating, and then with their mouths they'll start to break, crunch into the popping candy, and then it will crackle in their mouths.
The mix is then shaped around the hollow chocolate centre before being moulded into shape and popped in the freezer.
So just put the heart of the fig with the chocolate tube onto a mousse that we've made, which is basically white chocolate and vanilla with a bit of yoghurt in it, just for makes it a little bit fresher. Just take cling film up, just moulding the mousse into more of a fig shape. So I now need to just pop this in the freezer. Then when it's hardened up, paint it, and that will be multi-sensory fig.
My final course, the Fig of Desire. A dessert for my couples to share, which crackles and erupts when a chocolate and fig sauce is poured into the centre, releasing the same chocolate and fig scent that we used earlier to trigger those romantic memories. It's garnished with edible fig leaves, and inside is a mix of white chocolate mousse, cherry and more popping candy. It's been a roller coaster of an evening for my couples, and I'm hoping my Fig of Desire will help to create the perfect intimate end to the night.
They're going to get the smell of fig and chocolate and the sense of sound. And that really pleasing crackle from the popping candy that's going to be hidden inside the fig.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Looks like an ample bosom to me.
An ample bosom.
Professor Dunbar is with me in the observation room for the final part of the meal.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, my word.
That's incredible.
Oh, the popping candy. Oh, I should tell you.
Still going on in the background. Pop, 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 pop. Can you get it? Pop, pop, pop in the background here. It's here as well.
What that crackling sound is producing is this kind of ebb and flow of musical sounds that we listen to.
It's crackling in the middle. It's like that. It's like that. Ah, yeah.
New mum Lumi hasn't had much time for intimacy after having her baby, so my Fig of Desire looks like it's having the desired effect.
Mutual.
There's a moment.
Looking at them now, they've changed massively. Massively. They're feeding each other, they're stroking each other. It's great.
Just even relaxing together and eating amazing food just made me want to spend more time with him, basically, and be more passionate with him.
The meal is at an end, and over the past few hours I've witnessed the romantic atmosphere completely change, from coy and flirtatious at the start through to extreme excitement, and now deeply intimate by the end. Oh. Inappropriate. Before arriving tonight, all of the couples rated their relationships using Sternberg's triangular theory of love, which is based on 3 key components of a relationship. And after scoring again, across the board, scores have gone up with some real highlights. on and off couple Greg and Viddy both put their scores up for commitment, with Greg's rising 20%. For intimacy, new parents Tom and Lumi also increased their scores, with Tom's going up 25%. And for comfort zone couple Paul and Reese, there was a huge rise in passion, with Paul adjusting his score by 30%.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I think tonight definitely showed us spontaneity is the key, really, to keeping your relationship fun and spicing it up. And we had that tonight. It was great.
You do look really spectacular tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I would definitely say I'm feeling very loved up. If it's possible to love you more, I do.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
It's been a lovely evening.
Thanks for having me.
We should definitely do this more often. We've had a lot more chance to spend time with each other, so it's been really nice. And I don't know, tonight we've kind of said that we're going to really make a go of it for the next 3 months and see how things go.
You need to know that you are amazing.
I think we realised that actually we need to make more of an effort.
Yeah.
And actually when we do spend time with each other, it's actually really amazing.
If you ask me whether or not I thought there was a specific culinary formula for romance, I'd say no, not specific. Can food bring people together in the most incredible, intimate, emotional way? Yeah, most definitely. We've seen that this evening.
Should we go to a disco now then? Do some moves, shapes. It was very romantic. My wife changed during the meal. Honestly, she became soft and gentle and loving, and I loved it. And I must do it again. And it doesn't happen often. I'm telling the truth.